Somewhere in the world right now, there is a small room, a cheap desk, an old laptop, and a person who knows they were meant for more. That person might be you. Welcome to Rise and Conquer, Daily Motivation and Success Mindset. This is From Zero to Startup, motivation for beginner entrepreneurs. If you feel stuck at the very beginning of your business journey, if you feel like you're starting with no money, no connections, no clear path, this message is for you. There is one sentence I want you to hold on to as you listen. Every giant company you see today once lived inside the mind of one person who started from zero and refused to quit. Let that sink in. Every logo on a skyscraper, every brand you use every day, every app on your phone, every product on a shelf, all of them began as someone's fragile idea, someone's side hustle, someone sitting in a tiny room, feeling exactly like you do right now, unsure, scared, overwhelmed, but unable to ignore the desire to build something of their own. From the outside, success looks huge, polished, and impressive. From the inside, in the beginning, it looks like doubt, messy notes, awkward attempts, and very small numbers. The message of that sentence is simple. Starting from zero is not proof that you are behind. It is proof that you are exactly where every successful founder once stood. Zero is not the enemy. Zero is the starting line. Think about this. When you see a big company today, you see the final chapters, not the first page. You see offices, teams, websites, and systems. You don't see the night they made their first sale and screamed in a tiny apartment. You don't see the failed products, the lonely Sundays, the times they questioned whether they were crazy. You weren't there when people laughed at their idea. You weren't there when they shipped something that nobody bought. You weren't there when their bank balance was terrifyingly low. All you see now is the result, but every result began with zero. Imagine someone named Lena. She works a regular job. She's good at what she does, but she feels empty watching her life pass inside someone else's dream. At night, when she's alone, she sketches designs for a simple product she wishes existed. She doesn't have investors. She doesn't have a team. She doesn't have a fancy office. She has a notebook, a small savings account, and a quiet obsession. When Lena finally shares her idea with people, most of them give her that polite smile you know too well. "That's nice," they say, then change the topic. A few tell her it's too risky. Some say, if it was a good idea, someone else would have done it already. She hears every doubt, and a part of her believes them. But there is another part of her that refuses to die, a part whispering, "Try, just try." So she makes a decision. She will treat her side hustle like a real business, even if no one else takes it seriously yet. She comes home tired from work and gives herself 2 hours every evening. 2 hours to research, design, test, and slowly build. Her first version is rough. The logo is simple. The photos aren't great. The website looks okay, not amazing. She launches anyway. Her first week, 0 sales. Her heart sinks. That voice in her head grows louder. See, they were right. But instead of quitting, she asks a better question. What can I learn from this? She improves her product page. She rewrites her description. She tells a clearer story about why her product matters. She reaches out to a few people directly instead of waiting for strangers to magically find her. Then one night, a notification appears. 1 sale. Just 1. It's not 1,000 orders. It's not a life-changing number. But it is proof. Proof that someone, somewhere, chose her idea over doing nothing. That 1 sale feels like a door cracking open. She works, improves, experiments, fails, and tries again. Months later, her sales are consistent. A year later, she's making more from her tiny idea than from her job. 2 years later, people call her lucky and talented. They never saw the nights when she stared at a screen with 0 orders and chose to keep going. They never saw her at 0. 0 followers, 0 customers, 0 revenue, 0 belief from others. That's where the story of almost every entrepreneur you admire truly began. And now it's your turn. Maybe you're like Lena, working a job that drains your energy while your ideas burn quietly in the background. Maybe you've told a friend or family member about your business dream, and they laughed, rolled their eyes, or told you to be realistic. Maybe your biggest fear is not failure itself, but what people will say if you fail. So you stay frozen at zero, stuck between wanting more and being afraid to start. Here's the truth. Fear at the beginning does not mean you are not meant to be an entrepreneur. Fear at the beginning means you are human. Every beginner entrepreneur hears the same ugly voices in their head. Who do you think you are? You're not business-minded. You don't have enough money. You don't know what you're doing. The people who succeed are not the ones who never hear these thoughts. They are the ones who hear them and move anyway. Picture yourself in your own stock footage right now. A small room lit by the glow of a laptop, your hands hovering over the keyboard. Coffee on the desk, half finished. A notebook open with messy ideas, arrows, and circles. Outside, the world goes on with its routines. Inside, a line of bold text breaks across the screen in your mind. Start. Not someday. Not when everything is ready. Start now, exactly as you are. You might think you need a perfect plan. You don't. You need a first step. Register a simple name. Sketch your first offer. Message your first potential customer. Post your first piece of content. Sell one product to one person. Launch something small and learn from what happens. Your first version will not be your final version. It's not supposed to be. The first version's job is not to be perfect. Its job is to exist. Imagine another person, David, who keeps saying, "I want to start a business." He has ideas. He watches videos. He listens to podcasts. He takes notes. But week after week, he never actually launches anything. He's waiting for certainty, waiting for the fear to disappear. Months go by. Years go by. At some point, he looks back and realizes he never started. His biggest enemy was not the market, not the competition, not the economy. His biggest enemy was hesitation. Then one day, after yet another year has passed, he hears a simple thought. If I stay scared of starting, I will stay stuck at zero forever. That thought hits him hard. So he challenges himself. He must do one real, visible thing for his business every day for the next 30 days. Not just thinking, not just reading, doing. Setting up a basic page, designing a simple logo, asking for feedback, recording a short video talking about his idea, making his first free offer to test if people care. Day by day, his fear doesn't completely vanish, but something else begins to grow: momentum and self-respect. Being a beginner entrepreneur means building in the dark. It means working when nobody is clapping. It means putting out ideas that might flop. It means hearing no and still coming back. It means learning skills you never thought you'd need: marketing, sales, communication, problem solving. It means staying in motion when your results are still small. The world will show you polished highlight reels of success, beautiful offices, big teams, exciting launches. What it doesn't show you are the thousands of unglamorous moments, the late nights fixing a broken website, the awkward first sales calls, the uncomfortable conversations with family members who don't understand what you're doing. But those are the moments that actually build your character as a founder. If nobody believes in you right now, good. Then you get to practice believing in yourself without applause. You get to train the most important entrepreneurial muscle: self-trust. When the numbers are small, when the audience is tiny, when the income barely exists, you are in the gym of your future success. Every hour you spend building your side hustle when you are unknown is silently shaping the leader you will become when your work finally explodes. Remember this: you might be at zero in money, zero in followers, zero in experience, but you are not at zero in potential. You are not at zero in ideas. You are not at zero in courage. You pressed play on this video. That alone proves that a part of you is ready to move. So ask yourself right now, if my dream business truly matters to me, what is one concrete action I can take today? Not thinking, not planning forever. Doing. Maybe it's choosing a niche. Maybe it's writing your first product description. Maybe it's sending a message to someone who might need your service. Maybe it's recording your first shaky, imperfect video. Maybe it's setting aside 1 hour every day for your side hustle and protecting that hour like your life depends on it. You don't build a startup by talking about it. You build it by showing up for it, especially when it feels like no one is watching and no one cares. The truth is, at the beginning, almost no one is watching. Almost no one cares. That's okay. This is the season where you are building your foundation, not your fan base. The fan base comes later. There will be days you want to quit. Days when your post gets no likes, your product gets no sales, your ideas get ignored. On those days, remember the quote again. Every giant company you see today once lived inside the mind of one person who started from zero and refused to quit. Refusing to quit doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it just looks like sending one more email, posting one more time, trying one more strategy when you are tired of trying. You are not behind. You are at the beginning. And the beginning is supposed to feel raw and uncertain. The question is not, do I know everything? The question is, am I willing to learn, adapt, and keep going? You can learn skills. You can improve your offers. You can change your approach, but no one else can decide for you to start. That decision is yours. So as the music rises in your ears and the words of this message settle in your mind, picture a bold line of text burning across your inner screen. Start ugly, start small, start now. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You need one thing, the courage to move while you're still scared. One day, if you keep going, people will look at your business and say, "You're so lucky." They won't see the nights when you doubted everything and still pressed on. They won't see how many times you started at zero and built again. But you will know. You will remember. And you will smile because you chose the harder path when you could have stayed comfortable. This is Rise and Conquer, daily motivation and success mindset. If this message lit even a small spark inside you, don't let it die here. Turn that spark into action. And before you go build, do 3 simple things. Like this video so more beginners can find it. Share it with someone else who is starting their journey from zero. And subscribe to the channel, so every time you feel alone on your entrepreneurial path, you have a voice in your ear reminding you of what you are capable of. From zero to startup is not a fantasy. It is a decision repeated daily. Your journey starts now.